Hi guys, I have some pictures that I found for you and we're gonna just see more examples and analyze some faces. Keira Knightley, she has pretty normal eyes. They're not super big or small, they're not super rounded, not super narrow. Maybe they're a little bit deep set. They're a little bit hooded but not very much. The distance between her eyes is normal too. This lady has beautiful white set eyes. Her eyes are big at the same time. Her lids are slightly hooded. Kate Moss has pretty small eyes, hooded, but they're also far set eyes. Amber Heard has the opposite. She has pretty big eyes, but they're close set. This girl also has pretty big eyes, and they're also a little bit close set. Sandra Bullock, she has deep set eyes. They're a little bit on a smaller side. Nicole Richie has protruded, huge eyes, but at the same time they're pretty droopy too. And they're pretty close set actually, just because they're so big, so they take a lot of space of her face. Jennifer Lawrence has smaller eyes and they're hooded, very beautiful. And hooded eyes can be small or big actually, like Emma Stone. Her eyes are huge, but they're hooded. You don't see the lid itself. Many Indian Arabian women, they have very large, beautiful, rounded eyes. I love it very much. This is Indian actress. Her eyes are huge, and at the same time, they're close-set eyes. This is one of the examples of rounder eyes. Olivia Wilde, she has lifted corners of her eyes, and her eyes at the same time are pretty narrow. They're slightly hooded. I think this is an Arabic actress. Correct me if I'm wrong. Her eyes are pretty narrow here, but maybe that is the makeup itself, but they are very big. Also close set eyes. Asian girls with great monolid eyes. This girl has more lifted outer corners. Amazing 90s supermodel Linda Evangelista, she has that lifted eyes too. They're pretty large and they're pretty close set. Kim Basinger, her eyes are on the smaller side, they are hooded. Marilyn Monroe, when she was younger, I think she used to have pretty hooded eyes. Maybe they did the surgery to her, I don't know, but she really changed. So her rounded lid was very prominent and very stretched with skin. But then, years later, she also had sometimes hooded eyes. In the movie Let's Make Love, look at that picture. Here she has that upper skin falling down on her upper lashes. Marilyn Monroe had also droopy eyes. She even made it more droopy by adding some shadows here on the sides. Marlene Dietrich also had droopy eyes, and she had very prominent eyelids and very rounded eyes actually. Amanda Seyfried, very protruded, large, big eyes. So is Fern Cotton. She also has protruded large eyes. Now let's look at that interesting thing when the irises are not in the center of the eyes, but a little bit closer to each other. This is the case. I think with that, the eyes look sharper, more playful and youthful. There's an opposite thing to that. Brigitte Bardot or Penelope Cruz. Especially when they close their eyes a little bit. You can't see that white sometimes at all, and you only can see that white. Very sexy and beautiful, I think. You can trick this with makeup a little bit. Okay, so this is it about the eye shapes. And in my next video, we're gonna talk about different kinds of makeup that can be applied on all those different shapes. And I'm gonna show you everything on myself as usual. So thank you so much for watching and bye-bye.